Welcome to the United Kingdom. The official name of the UK is the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
The United Kingdom is made up of 4 different countries: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland.
What are the different flags in the Union flag, or Union Jack, that represent all 4 countries? The United Kingdom is a part of the continent of Europe. The population in 2021 was estimated at 67 million people. Its capital and largest city is London. We all choose a topic to research. Here's a little bit of what we learned. I read about animals and wildlife in the UK. I learned that the most common animals in the UK are red deer, red squirrels, and red foxes.
I researched soccer, which is called football in the UK. I found out that football is very important in the UK. They have a saying, "Those who don't play, watch."
I learned about the life of a medieval princess. I learned that they believed that healthy teeth meant you were poor, so princesses would let their teeth rot. They would also remove their eyelashes, eyebrows, and hair to stay fashionable.
I learned about the food in the United Kingdom. One of the foods I learned about was the Yorkshire pudding. Yorkshire pudding are light, airy muffins made from eggs that can be served with their meals.
I did some research on clothing and jewels that Queen Elizabeth II wore for her coronation. Did you know that her gown was considered one of the most important dresses of the 20th century?
I learned about the history of the UK and some of its leaders. I learned that King Henry III had a pet polar bear.
I learned about Queen Elizabeth II. She became queen in 1952 when her father died. She ruled for 70 years.
I love to dance, so I researched 2 famous dancers from the UK, Isabella Hanna and Michael Somis. Isabella won a British dance contest in 2001 when she was 12 years old. Michael Somis was the principal of the Royal Ballet.
I chose to do my research on Big Ben. Big Ben is a symbol for the UK, and it is a bell that sits inside a clock at the top of the Elizabeth Tower. It cracked in its early days, but still rings today, even with a crack.
I learned about J.K. Rowling and Roald Dahl. J.K. Rowling wrote the best-selling Harry Potter series. Roald Dahl wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He joined the Royal Air Force when World War II started. I chose to do my research on the animals of the UK. They have around 619 species of birds there. Also, because of their weather, there are not many snakes.
I did my research on my favorite YouTuber, Ali. He grew up in Surrey, England, and he is one of the most well-paid YouTubers, and he currently holds 5 world records.
I also did my research on Big Ben. I learned that the chimes of Big Ben have also been used in state funerals of important people on 4 occasions. Recently, it was used to honor Queen Elizabeth II's life. It chimed 96 times for each year of her life.
I chose to research food from the UK. I learned that blood pudding is eaten for breakfast. It is made from pork, blood, fat, oats, and barley. I also learned that fish and chips were served in newspapers until the 1980s.
I learned about Princess Diana. She was a well-loved princess that changed people's lives through her work with charities. She died in a car crash and is still missed today.
I wanted to learn about a musical artist from the United Kingdom. I learned about Mel B. She joined a female group called the Spice Girls. They were the best-selling female group of all time. She's been on many shows such as Dancing with the Stars, The Masked Singer, and others.
About different jobs in the UK. They have many of the same jobs we have in America. 2 of the most popular jobs are software engineer and data designer. One of the easier jobs is dog walking.
I decided to learn about cheese in the United Kingdom. There are over 750 cheeses in Great Britain. Today, Great Britain is known for having some of the best cheeses in the world.
This year we focused our research on Scotland, which is one of the 4 countries that makes up the United Kingdom.
Scotland is located in Europe at the northern end of Great Britain.
The capital of Scotland is Edinburgh. The Scottish flag is blue with a white X-shaped cross going through the center. Scotland's culture has many traditions, such as playing bagpipes, wearing kilts, and Highland dancing.
There is a legend that a Loch Ness monster named Nessie lives in a body of water in the Scottish Highlands. No one has been able to prove the monster's existence, but possible explanations are that Nessie is a giant eel, a large bird, a tree, or a seal, or a dinosaur.
There are over 3,000 castles in Scotland. Scotland is home to some of the oldest castles in the world. Castles were built as a fortress to protect from invading armies.
Many Scottish castles were tied to local clans, and each clan would have their own castle in their territory where the clan chief and his family would live.
The Scottish thistle is the national flower and one of the national symbols of Scotland. Legend says that a Norse army was trying to sneak up on the Scottish army. One soldier was barefoot and stepped on the thistle. When he cried out in pain, this alerted the Scots that they were being invaded.
Scotland's government is the constitutional monarchy, which means the Scottish Parliament shares power with the English monarch. The leader of the Parliament is called the First Minister.
Today, Scotland is a self-governing part of the United Kingdom. It has different laws and a different education system than England.
Scotland's geography can be divided into 3 areas: the Highlands in the north, and the central lowlands and southern uplands. The Highlands cover 50% of Scotland.
In one religious survey, 18% of those surveyed said, "I know God exists and I have no doubt about it." In the same survey, 32% of those surveyed said they did not believe in God or a higher power. God desires to bring revival to all the world, including Scotland.